Welcome to Transmissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, Hasbro shows off the final version of HasLab Omega Prime, an anime girl dresses up as Optimus Prime, and the Swapticons are finally revealed. Today is Wednesday, January 22nd, 2025, and this is episode 626 of Transmissions.
Welcome to Transmissions, the podcast that just bought a brand new Nintendo Switch for full price, since it never goes on sale. I'm your host Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent Transmissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Charles, I don't know if that was the best time to buy a Switch, but how you doing?
Good. I'm happy with my purchase decisions. What's that? What's that on something on YouTube? Oh,
Yeah.
oh. Scott, the illustrious Dr. Pants,
Hello, everyone.
and Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
I feel like I'm outnumbered by a bunch of video game nerds here.
Yeah, you are.
Let's talk Transformers.
There are literally dozens of us.
As always, we start the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for continuing to contribute and help us keep this show going. We really appreciate it. If you are not a Donatreon and would like to become one, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that's where you can sign up and contribute to whatever you're comfortable with to help us, help fund the show, keep it going. You get lots of some bonus perks, get access to watching the show live when we record it on Sundays. You get automatically entered into all our contests whenever we do contests, and you get some bonus content, including our bonus show, We Like Big Bots. That's done by Daryl and Dr. Pants. They're below me. We've got 14.
Was
What?
done.
Are we canceled?
And we'll be
canceled?
and we'll be done again, right?
Had been done by. I'm just saying. You sound too hopeful, Charles. You sound too hopeful.
I gotta hold on for something in 2025, Daryl. I mean, things are already bad enough. Don't take away more. We Like Big Bots.
I think we wouldn't turn down
This is
any
what
Dr.
you're hoping
Pants
for?
solo show.
God.
I have some hope of this actually happening, don't I?
Oh, hope. That's funny. Hope in this year of our Lord 2025.
All right. Well, there are 14 episodes of We Like Big Bots on our Patreon page. You can check out Daryl and Dr. Pants as they show off the bots in their collection, the biggest bots in their collection. It's always a fun time. We've also got our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust, where our friend Mike takes his team through lots of different scenarios as their characters in an alternate universe on Cybertron. So you can check that out at transmissionspodcast.com/rust. We've got 130 episodes available right now. It's on hiatus for the month of January, but will be coming back in February. So actually just a couple more weeks should be back. So we'll be continuing on with the storyline in Empire of Rust.
There's that hope again.
Well, they've actually got stuff recorded. I've seen the recordings. I know there's actually stuff in the pipeline.
You saw 130 episodes? So,
Yeah, that's roughly 10 times the number of episodes of We Like Big Bots.
I'd like to point out that I did record something with Mike that may someday see the light of day, so I did work with him on something.
All right, well now
Daryl now.
work with Daryl. Work with Daryl. Make that happen.
Okay.
We've also got our exclusive Skybound Transformers #1 comic that we commissioned with cover art by EJ Sue. You can order that at transmissionspodcast.com/comic, and we will ship that right out to you. And lastly, we've got our Toy Hacks promo code. So for the month of January, you can get 15% off all your purchases at toyhacks.com with our promo code TM2025. Again, that code is TM2025. So use that code as many times as you like until January 31st and save 15% off everything at toyhacks.com. All right, let's get into the show, and we are excited to start off Toy Talk with HasBlab.
All right. So yeah, we
Just
had.
before you start, remind everybody that they can get a HasBlab shirt.
You can at tpublic.com or transmissionspodcast.com/tpublic. Yeah, we have a new shirt with that new HasBlab logo. I see Dr. Pants is going to order one right now. Anyway, we had this week the official unboxing by Evan and Emily. Evan from design team, Emily from marketing, going through basically taking the box as we will get it and going through what's in each internal box and just how everything is going to be assembled. There are like the vac metal pieces are not going to be on the larger robots to protect them. They're going to be you have to take them out of plastic and attach them. And so I'm not going to play the video, but I am going to show some of the some stills here from it. So they had the box here. Marcelo Matera did do the art on the box, and it looks fantastic. And then on the inside, there are like 4 internal boxes, and the Cybertronian on there actually tells you A, B, C, and D, Evan said. Not that the majority of people that get this are going to know that, but you know, if you want, I believe it was the top box was A. So the top flat box has Blue Bolt, has the Cybertronian Space Bridge Road stand thing, and also Cerebros, I believe the little headmaster.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
And then they showed off the instructions. They are big. It is your typical Transformer style instructions, but they're full color, which is great. I hate the fact that they're, the normal instructions are black and white. It's hard sometimes to see exactly what they're meaning, but these are going to be full color.
Why isn't it a booklet though? It's a premium thing.
I know. I wish. Wasn't the one of the earlier ones was a booklet, wasn't it?
Unicron was a booklet. Yeah.
But let's see, and then they showed off the next box was the Optimus Prime. So there you see him packed in the plastic, and here he's showing the Optimus Prime's gun. I think they had previously said it was going to be in a different box, but they figured out how to get it in with everything else. So the Optimus Prime box has everything for Optimus Prime. So his gun will be there in the bottom. So don't throw away the plastic until you make sure you got all the pieces, as if people are going to throw away their HasLab packaging. But there we have, he's affixing the back metal, the little ears for Optimus are back metal. And then there he showed, that's the old one. It hurts me every time I see Evan with the old Optimus Prime with no tires. It's just, especially because I found that guy on Etsy that makes his own, and they look great. Mm-hmm. So, But here's the new one in both modes. Looks great. And they said like all of this was shown at Cybertron Con. So the pictures that came out of that, they were like, we need to do this video. The next one is, of course, Ultra Magnus. And there. So there you can see the vac metal pieces there. Ultra Magnus has the blue piece that goes around the front of the vehicle, but also he has the ears for the Omega Prime mode. So there we go. That you can kind of see the two modes of Ultra Magnus there, and then
he can pose. He can actually pose.
He can. And then this, they showed off the Matrix blade. I think that's what it's called here, but I thought it was really kind of funny because when they had it on the table here, there was it's just it's so absurdly huge, and the handle pieces actually have metal inside it to give it more stability. The kind of hilt piece is two plastic pieces that you click one in on the bottom, and then you put the actual handle piece in, and then you click the one on the other side to kind of sandwich it in. And I don't know, it is so absurdly big. Like when they had it standing on the table, just completely vertically, it taller than Emily's head from the table. It's just so funny.
Well, the thing is with that is I'm pretty sure it's based off the mold from the sword that came with the Titans Return Fortress Maximus.
I thought it was the original. Well, yeah, I guess this one was, I think.
This one was based off that, which had to be big because it was a Titan figure. Yeah. But so I think this one that's based off that, which is why it's so big. But hey, that's not a problem. It's supposed to be big.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So anyway, this is great. Here, I think they're going to show off, like, there's Cerebros and Blue Bolts. And I can't wait. They did still say it is fall, coming in fall 2025, but then Emily kind of hinted that might be sooner than we think. So I'm holding out hope that the fall date is they're doing the Scotty math where they're under promising and they're going to over deliver. So that's all we got here. Looks fantastic, and just excited to see whenever we can get it in our grubby hands. So did any of you watch this and have any other comments?
I watched it.
Did not get it. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, Charles. Sorry. I did watch it. I watched through most of it. I think I skipped a couple of parts because I was just like, no, show me more. Show me more robots. Show me more of this. Don't keep talking. I just, the posability is really what I wanted to see, and that final pose of Omega Prime with the Matrix blade in that cool stance, being able to hold it and actually be able to be posed is it's so cool. And as long as I'm curious about, like, when it combines, if it'll like hook together. Not that the old one didn't hook together really well, but I'm hoping it's a bit more secure because there's a couple of times you move stuff around and something pops off or comes undone. I mean,
Evan did say that stability was one of the things that they were focusing on, and also there is another, he called it a fan mode, where all of the extra pieces of Optimus from the super mode that aren't used in the Omega Prime mode, there is a way to connect them all in as well.
Oh, well, that's probably the base mode, and that's not even a fan mode. That's legitimate.
This is in his Omega Prime.
Omega Prime doesn't use any of Optimus Prime's super mode.
He doesn't, but there is a fan mode that they have built into it that's not going to be in the instruction. That will. So you can have those pieces on Omega Prime.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So they're going to show that off on the conversion video they're going to put out.
Well, good. Then I don't need pieces laying around for no reason. Because I actually don't know where my super mode Prime bits are right now for my normal one.
So anyway, this is going to be great. I think Did all of us but Daryl back it?
I believe so. The toy guy did not back the big toy.
Doesn't look different enough from the original for me to back it.
Doesn't have to. Just buy the same thing again.
I didn't have the original, so for me, it's new to me.
There you go. There's a reason for you.
I'm looking forward to it. And any other comments? We can move on.
All right, let's get into some quick hits.
All right, and this week we're going to start off by showing off the official reveal and image gallery for MPG 15 Masterpiece Rattle, or Rat Trap, as everyone knows him as. We talked about this before, and how it's the smallest of the Beast Wars Masterpiece figures, but really does fit in well with the character lineup. Looks really good. They've done a really good job of making this lineup look good together. So, yeah, if you've been collecting the Masterpiece Beast Wars figures, then I think your Maximals are pretty much done.
All right. Next up, we have from Funko Pop some more Transformers characters. They're adding Cyclonus, his toy deco, a Hot Rod with a Matrix, and Omega Supreme. That is also kind of based off of his G1 toy. And apparently, information about pre-orders is going to be was on January 15th. So, I would imagine just go check wherever you get your Funko Pops, and you'll be able to get these. And I mean, they look good. I'm not a Funko Pop person, but check those out.
That Cyclonus head. I don't know if Cyclonus was made to be a Funko Pop or not.
It's the lips.
Next up, we have a new Transformer cross-frame girl, Optimus Prime. So this is a model kit done by Kota Bakuya, done by the artist known for doing the cross-frame girls line, which is a model kit line where you have anime girls putting on armor, and this is an anime girl wearing armor that looks like Optimus Prime. And blonde pigtails, but then all the Optimus Prime armor you could want. Very posable. It comes with multiple faces, multiple hands, and from what I read on the Big Bad Toy Store page, a lot of the pieces will come pre-painted. Number one, the faces are all tampographed already, so you don't have to worry about eye decals or painting the mouths or eyebrows or anything. There's two normal human-esque faces and then two that are more mechanical, white. The chest can open up to show a matrix of leadership. She comes with the Ion Blaster, the Energon Axe, and it just... Yeah, I pre-ordered it. Right away. Like, you give me a model kit, you give me anime, you give me Optimus Prime, and you've got my money.
It ticks all the boxes.
It just ticks all of the boxes. This is also done, if anybody's familiar with not just the cross-frame stuff, but also there's an old anime called Strike Witches. The man who designed this is the artist for that, and also had done work on Gundam and designed some of the stuff in there. So this looks really cool. I'm 100% down for that. I am really doubtful that any of the three of you are down for this.
Yeah.
Yep. The cheese stand.
You would be correct in that assessment.
Well, I mean, starting off saying it's a model kit, and both Charles and I have plenty of model kits that are not sold. So it fills on the first checkbox.
There we go. That's okay. I'll buy it and I'll show it off on trips to the store.
Why is her hair coming out of her elbows?
It's not. It's pigtails coming out the back of her head. Articulated pigtails.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I see.
All right, we finally have the Swapticons. So we get our first look at all the first, I guess, the first wave of Swapticons. So each of these is a 2-pack of 2 characters that combine like the little Micromaster combiners into a single figure. Looks like each pack is like $7.99 or something like that. So we've got Optimus Prime and Megatron, or Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, Megatron and Shockwave, Hot Rod and Bumblebee, and then Tigatron and Cheetor. So that's interesting. So we got 2 Beast Wars characters. So I mean these look cute. I mean if I was a kid, I might want these and play with these, and they do they're mix and match things, so you can plug them each into different characters. Like if you get a 2-pack, you can split them up and combine them with other ones and make crazy combinations. Yeah, they're super deformed. They're kind of weird looking, but I think I've seen worse, kiddie merchandise Transformer gimmick things, and these are not the worst thing. And also the price point seems to be not too bad. So, and they're colorful. I like the color of these things. So, and the faces are kind of funny. So they're cute. I mean, I'm not going to buy them for myself, but I can see how kids would like these. Maybe Alex or Kyle will like these.
Alex is he's almost out of elementary school.
He's too old. He's already past these. But Kyle's what, 3? About to turn 4?
Almost 4. Yep.
Yeah. So these might be in his wheelhouse.
He currently is playing with a G1 Optimus Prime. So might be a little too under advanced for him. Like
this does say 5 and up.
And like you guys talk about this, and I'm like, oh man, for $7.99, I'm picking up a couple packs of these. These look fun. And
yeah, I mean, I might.
You're 5 and up. You're 5 and up, Dr. Pants. It's okay. It's okay.
True.
You're good.
I don't know what age my inner child is, but he's scrambling for these.
Yeah.
I'm sure these will be popular, but I don't get the gimmick. I mean, I'm the old man in the toy aisle now. I don't understand these kid things anymore.
But isn't this just the like double Micromaster things basically?
Well, yeah, essentially it looks like you put their heads together and twist.
But still, it's a back and a front, and you can mix and match them. Like it's the double Micromasters that combined.
And they'll probably hold together better than Micromasters do.
It doesn't make sense. Ultra Magnus, G1 Ultra Magnus, and G1 Optimus Prime don't go together.
Why
Make
not?
them RID, and you got my attention.
Oh, you're being that old man in the toy aisle.
I'm very old man in the toy aisle.
You're the reason that we're still getting a million G1 Optimus Primes and not any innovation.
Yes, I'm very happy with that. Yeah.
By the way, I was wrong. These are $9.99, not $7.99.
Oh, never.
So, you just lost. You just lost Dr. Pants.
No, you didn't. Oh, that's fine. $9.99. We're good. We're good.
Yeah, so $10 for a 2-pack, I think is not bad.
Yeah.
Depends how big they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
And a truck with cat feet. What is this?
Madness, and I love it. It's pure chaos, and I live for it.
Insanity. Up next, we have got what is this? What do they call this thing? The Age of the Primes Reckon Doom collection. This is a Topspin and Spinister 2-pack, and this is the I believe it's the Diaclone colors for Topspin, and a recolor of the Spinister mold that we got a couple years back now. And that Spinister mold's really good. If you haven't had a chance to mess with it, it's really, really good. So, take a look at that. Are
those Target Masters? Like
Yes.
Yes, there you go. Right. So, Spinister originally just came with these guns that you see in his hands there, but they're not they're not target masters. So you're getting additional target masters here that can be used with the character. So the original Spinister figure didn't actually have target masters, which everyone, all of us original G1ers, threw up our hands and thought this was the worst toy ever. And then we mess with it, and it's awesome.
They were available in the Siege line, though.
Oh yeah. So you just had to go out and get them in another place. And then again, this is that Titan Headmaster Topspin. So this is that mold that everyone's been clamoring for because nobody got it because it was super late wave in the Headmasters line, or Power of the Primes, or whatever the hell that was called back then. And it's just, yeah. And they've recolored it to the Diaclone colors. Still a great mold, and I highly recommend messing with it.
And he's got the Wreckers faction symbol.
Oh yeah, cool. Mm-hmm. Right on. Yeah. So it'll be cool to get this. If you haven't had a chance to mess with these molds, they're both excellent molds, top tier for sure.
All right, next we have some new Studio Series official reveals. This includes things like Leader Age of Extinction Prime, Deluxe Dark of the Moon Wheeljack, or Q. But we're starting off with, this is the Deluxe Class Optimus Prime from Transformers Devastation. So, kind of cel-shaded, simple-looking Optimus Prime. Comes with his Energon axe, because you use that in the game. It's just nice to get another Deluxe Class Optimus Prime. He doesn't always have to be Voyager or Leader. Mm-hmm. We're getting a re-release of the 86 movie Jazz from the Studio Series. That's good. Hopefully they solved the yellowing problem on that, because I know a lot of people suffered with that. And then Dark of the Moon Wheeljack, or Q, as he appeared in that movie. Another Deluxe Class figure there. Voyager Ironhide from War for Cybertron. Repaint, retool a little bit of the Ratchet we got. And then Leader Class Shockwave from Dark of the Moon. This is a re-release of that figure, but I think he comes with extra. I don't think he came with the Paratrooper figure before, did he? I don't remember that. And Brains and Wheelie. So, yeah. And the last one is Leader Optimus Prime from Age of Extinction. So that is that knight aesthetic with the shield, the broadsword. He still has his regular sword. I'm gonna say, like, the Optimus Prime one, the Age of Extinction one, I'm a little disappointed in. I think the actual, like, original Leader figure looks better than that for Studio Series. He looks kind of plain. I kind of wish there was, like, more paint on the chest or something. It looks a little dull. But, I mean, Studio Series, cool. A lot of cool figures here. I will probably get that Deluxe Optimus Prime because Hasbro has my number. If it's Optimus Prime, I will buy it. Just not the Age of Extinction one. That's Leader's too much.
I was really happy looking through this whole list because I didn't feel like I needed to buy anything.
I mean, I'm with you. I might pick up the Shockwave just because I missed out on that the first time, and I do kind of like that movie Shockwave. But that and the Deluxe Prime, that's it for me, because the rest kind of feel like, well, I mean, the Ironhide's a repaint, the Jazz is a re-release. And does anybody really want Wheeljack from Dark of the Moon? I forgot he was there.
They didn't call him Wheeljack in the movie, which
the toy was.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was annoying though that why didn't they just call him Wheeljack in the movie? And then he was killed. He was also killed. Didn't like that.
Mm-hmm. I don't even remember that. Shows how much I was paying attention. Good Lord.
But I'm not really a fan of this Optimus. Like the Deluxe, I don't know, it looks wonky.
Something does look off, but I'm number one, Hasbro promo images are never great. I mean, the Jazz one they have up here is mistransformed. Mm-hmm. So, like, in hand, it might feel better. And again, a Deluxe Prime's pretty cool, especially a G1-esque Prime. And I imagine it's going to focus a lot on posability and get some really cool action poses. So, again, it's a Deluxe. I'm willing to put up with a Deluxe price point.
All right, next up, they had a Transformers Tuesday on January 14th, and they showed off, in addition to the Wreck and Doom collection that we already talked about, They showed off the Titan Triptychon official images, and they did say that his hips have been fixed. So the original Titan class Triptychon had a hip issue. Can't remember what it was. Daryl, Dr. Pants, do you remember?
The ratchet would snap, I believe. I think that was the issue. And it was because they had to be, like, you had to install the legs out of package. And I think part of that resulted in the problem.
Okay. So
There was also an issue with the door, the chest door, I remember. I remember that at the time there was a listing of all the batch numbers that you could go through and look at on the box. And if your box didn't have one of those, then you were likely safe. So
yeah, all right, and yeah, we showed off a box art again, the great box art on the Triptychon, and then they showed off basically all the other stuff we just talked about. They did mention that the Devastation Optimus Prime does have a matrix and the chest can open up. So if you mentioned that, and they said it will be level A assortment. I'm not sure exactly what that means. I missed the video. But I'm assuming that means it's going to be in wide availability. And then they also said that the next HasLab is going to be revealed at MegaCon on February 6th. So still haven't gotten the last HasLab, but looking forward to seeing what is going on next. And like the video they did have, this was how they started it with that mix Autobot Decepticon logos. So maybe that's a hint. I don't know. That was something that BotCon used a lot when they were doing Shattered Glass stuff. But I would think HasLab, you wouldn't really want Shattered Glass. But
I mean, I think they've been using this logo for all their Transformer videos and streams. Haven't they?
No, the one we just talked about was this. But that's from the RID 2001 show. So.
Oh.
I don't know. I do want to bring up with this whole Triptychon thing, because I don't think I've been on since we talked about it. Why just recolor Triptychon, and why not just give him a little head crest and like pass him off as Gigastorm from Beast Wars 2nd? Like, that seems like this is kind of cheap in my mind to just recolor a Titan and that's it, and not add anything. At least Black Xerox, they changed a little bit with it. Like this, you could Beast Wars 2nd it up and put the frill on the top of the head.
They probably feel like fewer people would know about that, and maybe the sales would have been less.
Yeah, but I can't imagine the sales are going to be great with this, because I'm pretty sure anyone who got a Triptychon went to Ollie's and got it for $40.
Yeah.
So
Guilty.
Are all of us guilty? Did all of us get the Trip? Well, like, Daryl probably didn't. Or did you get somebody to get it from Ollie's for you?
Charles got mine at Ollie's.
Oh, okay.
And it's up there, not opened.
We've been over this. You guys don't open your toys. You don't build your model kits.
I don't have room for Triptychon.
That's fair. He is kind of big.
So anyway, February 6th, we'll have the next HasLab. We'll see what it's going to be. It'll be a lot of fun.
Okay, next up, we've got another Masterpiece figure in the new MPG line. So this is MPG 12 Shattered Glass Optimus Prime. It's a redeco of MP44 Optimus Prime without the trailer. So it's got that cool purple and green color scheme. He's got the broken windshield. He's got Till All Are Gone on him instead of Till All Are One. He's got a red matrix, evil matrix, whatever that is. So if you are a fan of Shattered Glass, you can get this Optimus Prime figure. I don't see a price here, but it's, the original MP44 was like $300. So
Like
I imagine it'll. Yeah. Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, but
this won't have the trailer.
That's right.
They did the black version without the trailer, and I think that was around like $250.
Okay. So probably same price point. I do like the kind of the busted faceplate there. That's a nice little touch there.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's cool. I mean, it's not for me, but if you are if you're still collecting the masterpiece figures and want a evil Optimus Prime, there he is.
All right, and we are back to DNA Design, and everyone knows how much I like them. And we're talking about their upgrade kit DK-30SS, and this is for their Studio Series Galvatron. This is for 86 Galvatron, which I don't think is out yet.
It's out.
The Studio Series Galvatron is out?
I saw it on shelves.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, it ain't here. Anyway, it doesn't mean they couldn't have made this off of the old one because it's the same figure. But yeah, you can get this figure. This is a great figure in DNA Designs. I trust explicitly to make awesome stuff at this point. You get some new hands. You get some an add-on for the chain around his neck. You get the gun that Galvatron never uses, but came with the toy. You get a blast effect. You get a new headpiece that you can put on and make do some face swaps with, and a couple other pieces to fill in some gaps. It just makes the figure look just that much better. And frankly, I mean, these kits, if you really like Galvatron and you really want to make it like look full, then I highly recommend one of these kits. It really does help. And you can kind of see they've got a breakdown here of the original. Yeah, one of the last slides there, Jeremy, shows, there it is. Yeah, so shows the original with the upgrade kit, and then the original Galvatron upgrade kit. So yeah, there's a good change there. You get a little bit of a leg extension, it looks like, so that's pretty cool as well. Make them a little bit taller. Yeah, but yeah, I highly recommend DNA Designs if you're on the fence about I don't want to do third party. Well, this really technically isn't third party. It's like an add-on kit. So yeah. Yes, it's made by somebody other than Hasbro, but you got to buy the Hasbro figure first. So yeah, you're not really cheating.
In the same realm as Toy Hacks labels.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah,
Hasbro gets your money one way or another.
That's right.
If you really feel guilty, buy 2 of the Hasbro figures. So you can have one unmodified and one.
Yeah.
I'm not made of money. Speaking of that, let's look at Takara's T-Spark Zone event, which is full of all kinds of things I probably can't buy. So this is a big event, showed off a lot of really cool figures. We had the, what's it specifically called? The Adamus Machina Predacons. We have the gray prototypes of that. There's also, and these pictures aren't in order, the Nucleon Quest Super Convoy, which is a black repaint of the Jinrai figure, but is not a Nemesis Prime. Then we have Basara Prime, which is the Synergex Macross 7 Cross Transformers figure.
Is that this one with the...
Yeah, it's all that one. So I just wanted to bring that up because I was actually going to give you guys feedback, because you talked about this a little bit last week concerning, Robotech and Transformers and Jetfire. So there has actually been, over the past 3 years, a kind of release of Macross in terms of the rights in America, because we actually never really saw much of a Macross release over here because Harmony Gold are the ones who made Robotech, which included Macross. But they... Okay, yeah, fair. But it was recently decided that they do not have the rights to anything past 85. Or they were willing to let that go as long as everything from the Super Dimensional Fortress, Macross, like everything from there, that's Harmony Gold's. Everything else can get released. So Macross 7 was from the 90s. The main character was a character named Basara who played guitar. And that's why this Optimus Prime, because everything's got to be Prime, transforms into a Valkyrie, but then the Prime has a cool little guitar emulating his.
That could be his Matrix. He's got
It
that
could be his
crystal in
Matrix.
the guitar.
Yeah. So I just wanted to bring that up because I don't think we'll see Jetfire come back just because that is part of the,
Harmony Gold.
that's part of the Harmony Gold stuff. So, but anything Macross 2 and forward is...
It'd be nice if they could use one of those later figures that make it look like a Jetfire and have that.
You know what? Well, and here's the thing is, while the Valkyries don't, like, if you look at the Valkyries from later Macross series, they don't quite look like the Valkyries we know from Robotech or the Veritex. They're close enough. It's still a jet with the cockpit in the chest and the legs fold down from the back, and, the wings typically fold into the backpack and whatnot. It's a similar design, so they could, and it would be really cool if they did that. What else we got here? The Nucleon Quest Prime, that is based on an old redeco of the original Power Master Prime. That was another one that had come out. So he's actually still got the red Autobot logos because, again, it's not Nemesis Prime. It's a Nucleon powered Super Convoy. So that's pretty cool. And then here's a look at the Predacons from the Adamas Machina set, and they all transform into their robot forms, and that's pretty cool. And they all got their beast modes and whatnot. And then that Predaking, man. That Predaking is something else. Really stylized, very anime robot, but that is sexy.
Yeah, I wasn't on last week, and that Predaking is sexy as hell. Like, I'm ready to get stomped by that thing in the wallet.
Yeah.
Wow, this turned into a weird fetish for Predaking.
I didn't know where he was going to go after the phrase stomped. Yeah, and like I kind of want it too, Daryl, but man, it's from the same line as that Rodimus that's done like the Lost Light version, because they have it on the table next to it, and that Rodimus I think is like $170 up to $200. There's a picture somewhere where you can see it next to it, but it's fine.
I don't know. I'm getting dizzy watching Jeremy.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay. But we can talk about the there it is. Yeah, there's that Rodimus next to it. Mm-hmm. And it's a good bit bigger, so that might just stomp your wallet like crazy.
God, I want it so bad.
I know.
And then can you imagine the upgrade kits and toy hacks for that?
Will they take Big Bot episodes as payment?
They will.
They will, Daryl. Make 100 of them. Yes, they will.
Hold on. If we make 200 of them, will you let Daryl and I both? Like, will you buy one for both Daryl and I?
Charles and I might have to have a meeting.
Because if that's on the table, I am willing to sacrifice all of my free time over the next many months.
Dr. Pants, make the 200 first, and then we'll get back to you.
Okay. All right. That's fair. They also showed off Missing Link RC. Look at that sexy piece of toy history. Look at how curvy she is and how screen accurate she is.
The colors.
This is, of course, based off the original prototype kind of that we saw back in the 80s for RC. It is orange and pink and red, and it looks exactly like it would have fit in with the 86 movie bots from back then. It looks just weird, and I kind of love it. My favorite part about it was I said to my wife, I'm like, you know what RC looks like, right? She's like, yeah. And I'm like, they're making a new figure. You want to see it? She's like, oh, no. How big is the boob plate on this one? And I'm like, ha-ha! Joke's on you. Not. But it's an interesting figure, and I kind of love that they did this because it's similar to when they did Super 7 did the reaction figure of the movie prototype Unicron.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of glad they're doing this kind of stuff, so that does look cool.
I don't what is with the orange? Why don't they color her like the movie?
Well, I think
at the
she
very
was
least
just in a prototype form, so I don't know if we ever had the final paint.
I'm wondering if it's based on like an early Florodiri design for the movie,
could be.
Because wasn't the original Ultra Magnus based off the powered convoy,
the Diaclone color?
Yeah, the Diaclone.
And we have that one like promo that had him animated in those colors.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if it's just like that, where it was just like old Floro Deary design, that was the color scheme, and then they changed it for the final movie.
That was a good decision.
I mean, I don't hate the colors. There's worse color combinations, but
I mean, the pink and orange.
it looks like
that's not a good color. That's not a good. Those colors are not complementary. I like orange in general. Orange and pink do not go together.
No, it's just like rainbow sherbet. Makes you feel good on a hot summer day. I don't think there's anything else in this that we haven't already talked about.
All right. Well, that's all our quick hits. That takes us to the end of our toy talk. So let's move on to trips to the store.
The Transmissions Podcast will return after these messages.
And Trips to the Store is powered by our friends at TeePublic. So you can get all our merchandise at our TeePublic store, transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. You can get shirts, hats, phone cases, all merchandise with our logos on it. I've got my Tape Man Transmissions shirt. Jeremy's got his Tape Man Transmissions hoodie. Daryl and Dr. Pants are doing something else, doing their own thing. But check out our store. Get that HasBlab shirt if you want. Also, buy anything else from TeePublic using our link, and that still helps out the show. So just go to transmissionspodcast.com/TeePublic. Check out our stuff. Check out all the TeePublic stuff and see what you like. Okay, I'm going to start off Trips to the Store because I only have some comics. And sorry, Daryl, not even Transformers comics. So
it's all G.I. Joe.
Even bother? Why even bother?
I have the adjacent, since it's written by Daniel Warren Johnson. Moon is Following Us, #4, but nothing to do with Transformers. And then G.I. Joe #3 is in the Energon universe, so that's adjacent, Transformers adjacent. So, but that's all I got. My Mandalorian Transformer is not here yet, but I believe it is getting ready to ship, so that's on the horizon. But nothing else right now. So, Jeremy, you're up next.
All right. I don't have anything that I have purchased that is new, but it's Pinewood Derby time for my kids' Cub Scout pack. So as I've done in the past, we do an outlaw division that has parents, siblings, anyone wants to do extra cars, and the normal rules about weights and stuff doesn't apply. So this year, my kid didn't want to do Transformer for his car, which he had done every other year. So he did a Oscar Mayer Wienermobile. It's fine. But I did a Ultra Magnus, and I completely 3D printed this, except for the wheels and the world's smallest Transformer Bumblebee that is very temporarily affixed in there and can be removed. So I told my kid that's worth more than everything else on here. But I wanted to use the Hot Wheels and didn't realize that the Hot Wheel Bumblebee, which I got right here, is a lot bigger than I had anticipated. So, but it placed squarely in the middle of the pack, so it wasn't dead last. I was happy. So anyway, that's what I got.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, and I can't remember where I got the design. I did find someone had modeled an Ultra Magnus, and I bought the design on Colts 3D. And basically, the cab is their design. I kind of squished it a little, and then made the trailer myself to kind of fit. It had to be that wooden block size. So, I might actually 3D print this guy's Ultra Magnus and paint it up, because he did robot mode as well. So I might do that in the future and see how long that takes.
All right. Dr. Pants.
It's a sad time to be Pants on here because Dr. Pants has not bought anything really new. All that he's gotten is some toy hacks. And I said I only had one. I actually have two. I'll show off the first one because it's not a whole lot, but it does help the figure a little bit. I got the toy hack set for Galaxy Shuttle, which adds some shiny blue to him, and a couple of other details, adds up the gun. The best part about it is it really highlights the victory labels on the side, and also, new Autobot logo, so when you put the legs together, it lines up now. So, but that was a cool little set. I'm really trying to get my victory shelf looking really good with all the HasLab stuff and all the very few things they've put out there, so doing that. But the one that turned out really nice, I showed this figure off last time. I got the toy hack set for it. This is Farak from the Star Raiders with the toy hack set on it, and I think it really brings it to life. It adds a whole lot more red, black, details to the wings. It adds some detail to the gun, so it's not just a slab of gray plastic, and reflective window stickers, and it actually adds 2 extra windows on the top, so he doesn't look exactly like Cyclonus' cockpit. Also some stuff on the back. The figure is really good. I love this mold. It's a great mold. Cyclonus I'm not going to change because he fits in really well with the plain aesthetic. Metal Hawk set is amp, but this guy, that set really changes him up, and I think he looks really, really good like this. So, highly recommend that set if you get Farak. Well, that's all I got.
Okay.
All right, we finish up with Daryl.
Yeah. Well, I have a couple things. I picked them up when I was in Nashville, and I figured I'd hold on to them since I was here. They were really well priced, so I don't know if my store has them. They probably do, but I picked up a few blockies. So these are the little ones. The store that I was at in Nashville is called Great Escape. Really cool store. So if you're in Nashville or in the area, check them out. I've been to Nashville 3 times for work, and every time I go to this Great Escape store because it's a great for comic books and vinyl and blockies and So, and I also got 2 of these guys as well. These are the bigger ones. So yeah, I got these ones here as well. So the want to open up one of each. So the first one, the little guy here, was $2.99, and it's a great price point. And then the big ones are $6.99, which I thought these are great prices for these things. So I don't know what I got. They're blind boxes. Says 6 to 23 pieces on this one. So let's check out what I got on this one. I'm not putting it together right now, but we'll see what I get. I love these boxes, though. They're all, like, reflective and stuff. Mm-hmm. So the box contains a bag and then a little pamphlet. So let's crack open the bag here and see what we got. Oh, it's Devastator colors.
So it's probably one of the Constructicons.
It is, yes. So we've got a Scavenger. So they give you a little button for it here. So it looks really cool. Everything looks like it's made up of like ball joints and stuff. So there's his chest there. So it's already pre-stickered or painted. But I will put that together and at another time, and doesn't look like I need any glue, so that's good. I don't want to do that. The head's all there, so.
In all honesty, it reminds me of building like a kind of just slightly more intricate Lego minifigure.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah. All right, let's do the big boy here. Let's do one of the big boys.
I don't think I ever remember. Every time we talk about it, it never sticks in my head that they're model kits.
Because you always see them just put together, and they look like just tiny little figures. But yeah,
they look like bigger versions of just like PVC figures or something.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They are really cool, though. I've built one, and I liked it a lot. It was just a fun, chill experience. And they're cheap for the little ones and even the slightly bigger ones.
You can't beat the price point on these.
No. And it's like a little gamble, because you never know what you're going to get.
So this one's got 2 bags in it, and and another thing here. So open up the biggest bag first and see what that is. It's red. Oh, we got ourselves an Ironhide.
Awesome.
Cool.
Nice.
See one Ironhide.
I like an Ironhide. There's blast effects in here. That's cool. This one will be neat because it's going to be bigger. Like, it's going to be way bigger. Cool. I'm going to have some fun putting these things together. What's in the other bag? Like, the other bag feels like there's a bigger thing in there.
So they all typically, that size,
boy.
I think they have the same skeleton, and then you have the armor that goes on it to make it the individual figure.
It's like a bunch of sprues. So there's a little plate to stand on. Then there's a couple different hand options. It's crazy. There's a couple different pieces. An Autobot or a Decepticon symbol. And a couple other pieces here too. This was $7. A lot of fun for $7. So yeah, there you go. I got 2 more I might open maybe next week if I don't have anything else. But yeah, I'll put these together sometime this week and then show them off next week on the show.
Cool. Okay, well, that takes us to the end of trips to the store. Let's move on with the rest of the show.
We now return to the Transmissions Podcast.
And we'll finish up the show with just a little bit of convention news.
All right. In convention news this week, TFCon Toronto 2025 tickets are on sale now. This will be July 11th through 13th and at the Hilton Mississauga Meadowvale. So go to tfcon.ca/tickets to pick them up. I'm sure a lot of the higher price, like the VIP passes, are probably already sold out or nearly sold out. So those always go fast. So check that out and go have fun in Toronto.
We'll probably see you there.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'll be there.
I'll be there. I'm buying my ticket right now.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay, well, while Dr. Pants is buying that ticket, we'll wrap up this episode of Transmissions. Thanks, everyone, for watching and listening. Of course, at the end of every episode of Transmissions, we give a shout out to our Masterpiece Donatrons. These are the folks who continue to support the podcast at our highest level on Patreon, and that's why they deserve a mention in every episode. So thank you once again to John Forks Levengood and Steve C. You guys are awesome. We really appreciate it. And thank you for keep coming back and join and listening and contributing. Dr. Pants, thank you again for coming on and helping us out with your extensive Macross knowledge and filling in those gaps that we had last week. So we appreciate it.
I'm glad that I have found a place that I'm useful for something. You go down all those rabbit holes. Thanks. Thanks, Daryl. You go down all those rabbit holes. You learn so much information. What good is it then? What good is it? Yeah. But thanks for having me. And as always, you can find me on Nerdstradamus. There's a link tree if you're watching this on YouTube right below my name. It's also in the show notes, mostly on YouTube. But you can find us everywhere. Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok.
Maybe.
Is it still a thing when this episode comes out? I don't know. But, yeah. We actually just put out a few episodes. My top 5 games I played last year. And we'll be talking about the Switch 2 reveal. So check that out when that happens.
All right. And that's it, everyone. Thanks for watching and listening. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.